Oh yeah! Ciao nice people! Welcome to the stream of game development for the game of the Game Jam! So, this will be the last stream of the week and the last stream of the development of this game. We are pretty behind on the game, but now I have a full free weekend. So, I did a game in less time, technically. Something is wrong with my world map, was only 3-4 days, so not a lot. We got the core gameplay almost ready. I'm just now starting to writing dialogue for the story, but I already have everything planned out, so hopefully it's enough. Oh, hello Steel Soldier, nice to see you there. We were just starting and yeah, we need to finish this game on Sunday, or Monday actually. I can go all-nighter until 6 AM if I really need. I hope it won't be necessary, but it's a possibility. Oh, hello! Red Tile. Ah, it's actually a simple name. Nice, I like it. Red Tile, hello. Welcome to the stream. We are developing the game for the Game Jam. We should be near the end, but again, I'll be rushing the the rest of the game. We have the core gameplay, which now I realize there's more than 1,500 lines of code in this. Wow. I added some lines of code here out of stream, and I also try to have a small explorable section, a very small one. Where is it? We can have it, yeah, here for example. I added some code to have some sort of portrait during cutscene. Something really simple though. Let's see. I think it starts from the other one. Just to show you, I have a code that simply reads here. A code that adds this portrait. It's pretty simple but useful. It reads talk portrait. I send the code of the character, the one is the protagonist. And based on the code they receive, they draw the picture correspective to that character. So I can just show portraits in one line. This definitely helps. And I remove it with an empty value here. So what are we doing today? What are we going to do today? Well, we are almost at the end, so it doesn't make sense to add new things. Well, actually, yeah, we are doing something new because I feel like the game still needs something. So, well, I don't think it really needs something, but I really want to add something. I know I shouldn't add last moment things, but those two things, I don't think they require too much time to develop. Because we developed the entire game by using functions here, so I feel like this really helps me expand onto the game. I feel like I can add new things without going weird ways, programming and fixing random stuff. No, the game is already there. The game is even a little open-ended on the programming part, so I can add bits there and there without any problem. So, we are starting with the hardest thing of today, which will be avoiding death. But not like Respawn Benter, no. We avoid it even before we die. How does it work? So, I want that when you die, you don't actually die. You do a mini game, and if you miss it, you actually die. Otherwise, you survive with 1 HP. Let's see what we can do. So we may want something to test it first. So we have the enemy here, which uses skills 1, 11 and 12. 11 and 12, shock attack. We can have only 11. And for now we add... yeah, we add to this one a lot of damage. So it will one-shot. Okay, why not checking if it works for now? And work our death dodge from here. Okay, that was almost fine. First, get character info was wrong, but probably because in this battle you can't dodge. It's the first one. Here I get to check if an event is on a hazard. No, wait. This is if the event is not a hazard. If it's an enemy, you fight it. Is there a wrong number of the event? Because every map requires a list of enemies. The number 4. Maybe because it targets those, right? But they... Well, we have a very simple way to check it, actually. We write here the ID. Event ID. And we check where the problem is. This luckily seems like a very solvable problem. Let's see. Undefined, okay. This suddenly is a little more troublesome, but not a lot. Maybe it's because I changed how the game over works. It's simple though, it's lose battle, defeat, fade out, setup and battle. Okay, the problem is here. Because it resets every enemy, right? Yeah. How do we work with it then? It does the exit event processing. Maybe we should teleport the player away. The problem starts here because we reset the enemy values. I think we can just not delete the enemy list. I don't think we need to, after all. Because they will be set up the next battle. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't crash. Well, it doesn't go anywhere anyways, but we have a quick way to check our game over. So, here, we can directly work into this. Here, this will get called if we lose the battle. But we can kinda intercept this. And have another one that works as a game over. Let's see. I think the game over is checked somewhere here. When the enemy, maybe here, dodge mechanic on okay, here. When you fail the dodge, which is the only way to get damage actually, you die. There's the lost battle. We can kinda intercept this and have it instead trigger the dodge the game over. So for this maybe we need to have it as unlockable. Only later in the story you will unlock this feature. Can dodge that here. If it's on, you can. Otherwise, you'd lose by default. So here, now we need to work on our thing. What do we do? I don't know. First, we should refer to this event and see what we can do from this. So, when you can avoid that, I would say everything fades out. Or I could even work with pictures at this point. I think it's better to work with pictures, because if you revive, I don't want the player to be moved. So I could have just a pitch black. A pitch black picture. Instead of looking for one, we can have our one, right? Let's see. There is one, okay. We can have this with incredible sides. Okay, here. It kind of blacks out everything, but I would actually, you know what? Could be cool to have it just barely contain the entire screen, like a, I don't know, a glimpse into the death world, even if it doesn't really exist, but I don't know, an extra window above everything. It's easier to have can dodge by default for playtesting. Or for oh well, by default, I don't think it's a problem, because in every battle there is the, well, it's late for can dodge. No, can dodge is another thing, if I remember correctly. I don't have a switch for being able to dodge. There's a switch for not being able to dodge. Here, dodge disabled. I don't remember which one you were referring to, though. So, in dodging death, we will have a picture. I don't remember the priority. How was the priority? The lowest will go earlier, right? Yes. So the black should be the first one, okay. This will come gradually, because it needs to make some scene, right? Super big. It slowly moves, and now it appears on screen. After that, we can show the protagonist. Again, we don't have the picture of the protagonist. We should prepare it, maybe. We have, though, a picture for death, even if I should apply some filter to it, because I don't like the defaultness of this. Okay, this appears near. Okay, I think the sides is right. It appears here, again, gradually. I would really like, though, it remembers the number I put here. It's kinda annoying. But it's simple, 488, 48. It appears. I could make it faster, but for now, let's see. Oh, I forgot to have it activated. Okay, now we can have the extra scene. Oh, I still have to make pictures for the skills. Okay, yeah. Works. There is a little problem of the health in the lower corner. But I think it's fine, because it reminds the player that he's dead. After this, we also need the player. You know what? We could do something on one side lazy, and then on the other side artistic and smart. No, let's still use the hero, never mind. I wanted to use an object instead of the hero. Like, well, without copying Undertale, which has the heart, something to refer to as the hero, but I think it's better if we use it by default. Okay, just a picture. So we will have it bigger. We can make it 5 times bigger, which is still not a lot, because it's a very small pixel art. 300. The skull is... I think it's the right size. The skull is 10 times. This one is only 5. I think it's enough. So we should start the picture. And let's see. And we show the it doesn't have a name. Wait. How did he call it? Character dead here. I think it's still big. We could make him smaller, maybe. Definitely. So instead of 5 times, we can make him... Ah, yeah, because the character in the sprite sheet is already tripled inside. So we should make him just double the triple, so 6 times overall. Let's see if it's the right value. So... here we have it. Let's see, let me reset. Yeah, it's the right size. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so how do we want the minigame to be? Well, it's not really that complicated. It's kind of vaguely similar to that Asgore dodge minigame. Like Asgore has two eyes, one flashes blue, the other orange. But instead of staying still or moving, you need to dodge left or right. So we need the sequence first, but also we need to program the player being able to dodge. So we need to store where the player is. So first we can have it here, no, here. By default, the player starts in the center. And to make him dodge left or right, we need to press left or right. So we need a loop with a weight of a frame that checks for button presses. Left or right. There should be a... I don't know, a sort of tutorial, because nothing really suggests that's what you need to do. Okay, so in the loop, before starting everything, we need to check if the player is able to dodge on the side. So only if he is in the center. If he's in the center, he can dodge left or right. If he presses left, we move the car. Move picture. We should delegate this to the code at this point, because I don't want later to change parameters. Or you know what? Doesn't matter, because we can change them here, and actually for this time I can... do we need it? No, I think it's better. Is it? I don't know. I think we can have it here. I don't think we will get a lot of benefits this time. So we move the picture number 7 on 584 and 448. Even if yeah, I realize now that having parameters definitely helps. So, who cares? Let's have it this way. So since I'm here, we can have the fading animation to appear even with this one. Okay. And this one we can have 100 pixels on the left. While the other 500 pixels, 100 pixels on the right. Okay. I feel like though there should be another parallel process. There should be a parallel process for the enemy. Or for the... for dodging. Because we need to control two things. First, the player being able to dodge, but also the death triggering the sight to kill us. Oh wait, yeah, I realized there should be an animation for this. A random sight travel. I will find a sight or whatever I can find. Not a problem. So, we could check this now. These moves in that direction should be very fast. Should be a slow, fast start maybe. A very fast dodge. And when it's over, it returns back. During all this time, it cannot move, so it's vulnerable. So dodging left is -1, dodging right is +1. After it returns 0. Okay. Let's see if it works. Or we messed up anything. Oh, wait! That's kinda fluid. Wait, what if we make the going outwards is a slow end? What if the going inwards is a slow start? We will get a very smooth animation. Also, for now, let's remove the weight for everything. Just to have the testing faster, okay? Later I can fine-tune every moment to make the scene appear. Here, okay, faster. So. Yeah, but they should probably match the duration. Okay, so 24 invincibility frames. I think those are enough, right? I don't know. Maybe I should increase them for the player. Maybe they're enough. So I wanted it to be a rhythm game. But maybe it's a little too strict. Let's see if we can manage something. A minigame with a rhythm minigame without music. Okay, you can see it dodges, that's awesome. So now we need to make the death do something. We need some sort of light as the animation. I could have a placeholder, but we can make a placeholder at this point. It's super fast. So we should take them from... flame. Okay, that's exactly what I need. This sort of light. We can make it, I would say, 3 times bigger. And we should make it a different color. I could make it red for left and blue for right. Sans. Which eyes is sans? Wait. We could really make it sans. Okay. One is the red light, and the other is blue light. Sans. Which light is sans, though? I don't want to mess this up. Since we are here, let's do... so, sans. I can just look for sans, right? Here, yeah. And the light is in on his left eye. Okay, that's important to know. This is not sans, but since I have colored eyes, I think I could have some... not even a reference, but sure. So we should first move this into a parallel process, because this blocks the entire weight of the minigame. So we should have a parallel dodge death, which will be a parallel, and it's that dodging. So this will be activated right here. So from this moment you can dodge the death. We need to remember to deactivate it at the end. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. Let's see. Doesn't do anything. What's the problem? That dodging is on. Am I forgetting something? Ah, yeah, to paste everything. Okay. I forgot something, yeah. Also, you cannot recover what you copy-paste if you copy another thing. So, I was about to lose the code I wrote. Okay, here it's working. But this time, it's not blocking the execution of the minigame. So, here we can have... First, we need to define what the death is going to do. We could relegate this to the code because we need to randomize the directions. So, player dodge. I would go with generate that random attacks with difficulty. We set it 1 for now. So, I would make random attacks which are left or right. So here we need to generate a random left or random right. We could also go true or false at this point. True is left, false is right. So, we go with mat random if it's less than 0.5. 50-50 of being left or right. Here though we need to define more than one position to dodge. So we can make a loop as sans less than difficulty. For now let's say difficulty, but maybe later we can have something more. Okay, so now for each difficulty in the setting we can default it for 3 now. We define if it's dodging left or right. I was wondering if I think I should just have some text for this. I think true or false can work. So, I may also want to define a timing. So I could say, but first we need to store the information somewhere. Let list of death attacks, and we add to the list this actual direction. We could... Yeah, we store the direction is left, otherwise it's right. And I also want to store the wait time between those, the frames. I would go 80 frames, which is more than a second. At the end, we return the entire list. So we can just, here, have some code that asks for the list and stores them in a variable. We could say, right here. Here, we store them in this variable. Not in the story, maybe. Should be here. That pattern, here. Okay, we get that pattern. What now? We should show that pattern. How do we do? We may want another variable. Let's define it. We could have a temp variable, like one we define in the game here. Wait for next. So we define this with 0 maybe? It should be a countdown. So I should get the first value here. So that pattern now has a list of each attack. Attacks left, right, left, for example. And it also has the value of how much are we waiting. So left, wait 1 second, right, wait 1 second, and so on. So we need to get the values. The first value. From the variable 57 we get the information of the attack number 0. And we get information of the time. Okay. I think we should nest two loops. The first loop outside is loops for each attack of the death. The inside loop waits for the attack to end. So we get the first value. Then we loop. Before looping though, yeah, we should set the first move. I wonder if there should be a way to... I think we should add an extra move to see if, like, to help the player time it right. Because again, I want to make it a rhythm game but without music, so it's vital to have a reference point. For example, instead of attacking left, right, left, and you need to dodge left, right, left, you don't know when the first left will come, because there is no rhythm before it. So we can have instead a, I don't know, feint, left, right. So when... I realize it should show his attacks. Yeah. So I want the skull with the eyes to signal left, feint, left, right. So the feint is not really feint. It's to start the rhythm, to say when the sequence starts. So you say again, nothing left, right. I think it's better if I show it. So, we should also count the actual loop. It starts from 0. So instead of getting the value number 0, you get the value based on the current loop, which increases every attack. we also need to check when the loop ends. So if current that loop is more than the length of the pattern, which is stored in the variable 57, that means more or equal should be, okay. That means the pattern is over and we should break the loop. Okay. While for the loop inside, we need to, every frame, decrease the weight we have. Until it's 0. We wait 1 frame for each frame. And when it reaches 0, the weight is over. Okay. So for now it generates 3 attacks. It should show the attack and then wait and generate the next one, though it's not showing anything now. Then we need to show it ourselves based on the value. So I would say instead of true false, we should have a string. We default it to left or to right or empty at this point, because we can do if is left we can define it here. Okay, and we could also start from 1, the counter, because the very first parameter would be the start, to show when the combo will start. Without the weight should be before the next one. At this point, before the appearance of this one, but how do I define this? Well, we can have 60 seconds. We can define it later based on the difficulty, maybe. Okay, so it shows the start signal and then the others. Let's see, now based on the signal we get, we do different things. So let's see. If the signal is... we should probably store it in a variable. Next signal. The next signal is stored instead in the other side of the variable. Okay, so now we can get the next signal if it's left, right, or nothing. Let's start with start. If it starts, we do something. Left other thing and right the last one. We can decide what to do with those. So first of all, there should be a sound. We don't have a music, but we should at least have some sort of sound. Something flashy. Something pew pew blink, like light. We have light. Here. Wait, we don't have light? Saint, maybe. Aha! Okay, that was the sound I was looking for. We can make a high pitch for right and a low pitch for left. So later we can have it without the visuals. A little low. I think the difference is very noticeable anyways. Perfect. And for the start, we can have the ding. Or another sound. Or something evil at this point. Why not? Darkness we have. This one is fine. So for this we can have a flash in the screen of red, because it's scary. Very strong. Doesn't wait. Okay. Okay, this is the intro, which times the others. The left is this one and also shows, let's see, the picture of the eye. Sounds light, perfect. Let's see, okay, that's perfect. We have it on number 9, while the other one is the red light, which is on the other eye. Okay. They spawn at max opacity, but they will disappear right after. We don't even need to make a parallel wait, because we can just spawn them and make them disappear right away. So, they go to opacity 0 in, I would say, 40 seconds. We still need the same parameters. 1 to 8. The same here. Okay. I think might be enough for a first round. It can break loop 2 times, so we can make a last one which says over. Okay, let's see if it works. We should though start right away with a game over, but this is pretty fast. Doesn't do anything. Something is wrong, and it's not with my world map. What's wrong? So, it creates a thing, starts the loop. I should have checked. Did I save? Yes. I should check if it starts that pattern. Wait, direction is not used. Ooh. Okay. A little better, but not enough. Let's see again. I will check the console now. I don't know why I didn't do it. Okay. No, doesn't work. Let's see. Variable 57. Okay, there is an array, but every value is... Ah, I get the problem. I did a mistake. I pushed 2 values in the side array. I need to push 1 single value, which is an array. Okay. Still, why didn't it start here? Well, now we know for sure it works. The array. I'm not sure if this was enough though. Because here I get next signal, which is the value 0, 0. Next signal should be start, so it should do the first trigger. I don't get why it didn't. Well, dead. Let's see. We can see the problem by Getting next signal. Undefined? Ooh. Okay, that's the problem, I see. Why undefined? Wait, again? Did I save? Ah, because I defined direction inside. Okay, here. I override the variable inside. Okay, let's see better. Slowly we are getting to the root of the problem. Oh! Though, one problem here, this one, and also there was no starting. There was no start. Also tries to read something, but... Maybe it doesn't read this one. Ah, because it's probably reading the next value. Maybe... yeah, maybe... needs to start a little earlier. Also, why didn't do the first flash? We can do this. We can show directly the next signal. If I wrote it correctly, okay. So we see all the signals it's trying to tell. Wait, starts right away. Okay. Not good. There needs to be a wait. Ah, yeah, okay, well, it was before, the wait was before, I removed it for testing. Now, we can have a little wait before. Okay, we don't need the alert anymore. We may still want a longer wait, though. Okay, so now it successfully shows the combo. Now, though, the player needs to dodge the combo. So we are going to copy everything. We add a comment to remember. Now dodge it. Okay. And now we do the same, but by dodging. So, what does it do? It does the same on the other side. It resets the counter and repeats the combo. This time you need to dodge it. We can have a blue color on this side. And instead of showing the eye this time, it attacks in one direction or the other. Just to be lazy, we could here use the skull to attack. Here, it's below the. Doesn't matter if it's below the player. We are lazy. You can have the skull to attack the player. So it will instantly teleport. Instantly teleport to the player. Or, no, to the left or right side. So I would say... this is left and we'll go here. Yeah, and same for right. Okay, and now it will go. I should wait one frame, otherwise maybe it won't be seen. And for now, it should repeat successfully. Let's see. Okay, okay. It works. It works. It definitely works. The return time is too slow. Should return way faster. I also want to check if it works without a wait of a frame. No, I don't think it does. Okay. And, well, the wait before is too slow. We can have a little more than a second. And also, what else? Well, I think it's right. Oh yeah, the sound also should be changed. We can also have a different sound based on the direction. Sounds cool. Okay, now one more thing. How... Well, it doesn't still check the player, but this is not that bad because we can check here for the player, though I may want to add some how to call it, I want to add some saving grace for the player. Because one thing I don't like rhythm games is, or not really rhythm games, more like rhythm mini games, is that you are punished if you press even slightly later instead of ever slightly before. For example, if you need to beat on a note and you press like half a second before, you are still fine, okay. But if you press it half a second later, could be wrong because the game gives it as a mistake if you don't press in the exact moment or slightly before. That means we need to add some sort of saving grace. I would say 12 frames. Since though we are counting the frames before the next attack, we should decrease the wait for the next attack by 12 frames, just to keep it on sync. Okay, and only then we check if the player is correctly dodging. So, where is it, that player position? If it's alright and it's dodging, he's saved. But if he's in the middle or on the left, then he's dead. So, if the direction is not on the right where he will be saved, he's dead. When we can finally call here the lose battle. Same on the right. If the position is not -1, he will die. Let's see if it works. Can't wait to cheat death, huh? Trick death? Ah! Wait! Wait! If he says left, he attacks right. Okay, that's kinda scammy. So it should be the opposite. We can just invert everything. We invert left and right. Up is down. That cheated me instead. Okay. I think this is pretty reasonable. Since we are here, we can increase the number. We can ask to have more attacks. Let's say 4 instead of 3. Well, there are 2 attacks. The first one is the alert, but still. Okay, I think the timing is pretty right. Okay, so now if we wanted to make it more difficult, well, we could increase the number of attacks and let the player remember. But another thing we could do if we feel evil is decrease the number, decrease the timing, the weight. So since every attack, every dodge lasts like 24 frames, 12 to go, 12 to return back, we could make that the attack goes in a frequency of even 30 frames instead of 60. So we can make... we can also have a weight in the middle. We can even have different length of attacks. So let's see. We can have it pretty evil. So first, we should divide it by some sort of rank. If diff is, well, okay. First, the difficulty. Let's see. Here the number of attacks are based on the difficulty. Maybe we should increase the numbers by 1, because if the difficulty is 1, there will be only the alert, just to make the alert count. We can make equal, okay. So now the alert doesn't count. So if difficulty is 3, there will be 3 attacks. Though, we can make list, oh wait, let wait for attack. By default is 60 frames. But for each difficulty, we can decrease it. So, or we can make it case by case. If difficulty is equal to 2, or, well, it's more than 2, and less than, let's say, 4, the weight decreases based on the difficulty. So we can make I would say can decrease a maximum of 20. So we can multiply the difficulty by 5. Okay. What do we do with more than 4 though? That's, you know what we do. Well, you don't actually know, but we determine the difficulty here. Also, this parameter needs to go here. Okay. So here, if difficulty is more or equal to 5, the things get spicy. The wait for attack becomes random. Will be more complex. We could have, though, a little weight in the middle. Yeah, we can have I like to have a random weight in the middle. Let's see. If only if difficulty is less or equal to 4, we can have a let extra weight false, or we can have it 1. Okay. We make a quick check. We can randomize it. So let's say one every 5 times, or even every 4 times. The extra weight becomes 1.5. So we have a little delay. 1 every 3 times we can even do. Okay. Okay. If instead the difficulty is more than 5, well, first the extra weight needs to be multiplied for the weight. By default is 1, so it won't do anything. Now, if the difficulty is more than 5, the weight will be random. It will be closer to low values though, the higher it is. So we could make, well, the minimum, absolute minimum should be 25 frames. So we could have that the decrease frames based on difficulty. I want it to deviate more from... we could actually make it faster anyway. Difficulty 4 will be very fast. No, I think we can try with this. We'll try every difficulty. So we want some randomness in the range. The absolute minimum is 25. And the maximum, we can have 80 frames, a long wait. And we can have it a little lower, so it ranges a little on the fast side. You know what? We can do higher numbers, but we add an extra layer. Also, difficulty 5 and 7, there's not much difference now that I see. We should add... we should add a different minimum. And decrease by the difficulty. Let's see. Minimum, and we add... if we decrease by the difficulty, yeah, 7 frames are a lot. 7, let's see. We can have... Okay, we add 35 to everything, so becomes 60 the minimum. Even the maximum at this point. And we subtract the difficulty times 5. In this case, the minimum will be 25 if the difficulty is 7. Okay. And the last rank, if difficulty is more than 8, then we have still a random weight with the minimum being 25. We will have a long wait this time, a longer wait, but we will give priority to the lowest number. I think there are better ways. We will keep a lower number here, but first, I think we are overthinking here. I think difficulty 8 is more than enough. But we have to make it way harder though. Well, more difficulty means more directions to remember, so I think it's fine. So the idea is... yeah, to have 3 randoms. I don't know how to have it, to use it though. Maybe I can No, I think this completely random is fine, but I want to give priority now to the lowest number. So we generate two randoms and we choose the lowest one. So if random 1 is more than random 2, wait for attack becomes random 1. Becomes the lowest. Not the best way to write it, but here. I mean, in line. Okay. So it will take the lowest number here. We can decrease this a little though. 90, 90. Okay. I think it's perfect. Okay, so we can also test it like this. Dodge that when it's over. It should loop. So, well, in gaming it shouldn't loop, but here to test it, we will loop it indefinitely. For this we also need a variable which is the difficulty of the death, which we can increase later in the game. For now it starts from 1. Every time we do it in the testing though, we increase it by 1. Okay, let's see if we are pros or not. And we write it just because we need to know. Okay. Last thing, we need to use the parameter. So here. We need to put the value of the difficulty. 36. This should be defined elsewhere though. Here. Okay, let's see if it works. If our death code works. Yes, okay. Let's stop the music because we are going serious now. Left, left. Left. No! Okay, doesn't show anything. We could play without audio if we are going to get pro. We should increase the invincibility frames though on lowest difficulties. Wait, yeah, I think that's smart. So for this though we need code. Is there a weight in the animations? Yeah, it's a parameter. So let's see. We draw right here. Game screen show. I want move picture here. So we want to move the picture 7. This is the position X. 484. 448. The percentage is 100%. Opacity and the time here. The inv frames. How much are the inv frames? We can define them before. No, it's yeah, here. We need to define the invincibility frames before. So we define them here. Invincibility frames by default are 24 divided by 2 because you go right and then you turn left, 12 and 12. And we can increase them by difficulty. Or we can do the opposite, started like with 40, which are a lot, too many maybe, and we decrease them by difficulty. So the value, I forgot the number, 34 was it? Difficulty is 36. Okay, they decrease by difficulty up to a maximum. I would decrease them more harsh. I think it's fine. I will go with a maximum of difficulty 8, where it's the minimum. So, if the invincibility frames are less than 24, they will become 24. Just to avoid being impossible. Well, you could go lower technically. We can make lower than 20. That's evil. 20 doesn't feel enough anyway, so that's perfect. Okay, 40 minus the stuff. Okay. We could have a little, like 36 to start. Okay. So difficulty 10, it's still, we can make it a little lower, 32, okay, here. Is it enough? I don't feel like it's enough. We should decrease it by the double of the difficulty maybe. So difficulty 8, we should have it like at 30, okay. At 36, it max out at difficulty 8. Otherwise, it's pretty chill. Usually. I don't think I did a good count, right? No, wait, I did. Ooh. But I think we should increase the value a little more. Also, music for now, okay. 36 frames of invincibility. We could have them a little higher for the player. For the low difficulties. So we can have like the triple. A difficulty 8 can go for 44. 44 is reasonable, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, hello, Coringa. Welcome to the stream. We are doing awesomely. Thanks. We are... I wanted to say near the end of the game, but we are definitely not. I need to rush on my own for the rest. We are programming a death mini game, which... We programmed it like for 1 hour, but it's... I feel like it's almost finished. It's pretty cool. We are now reasoning about the invincibility frames. I think 44 to start with a minimum of 20 is enough. They get halved, after all. Let's see, so... That means the animation to dodge is invincibility frames divided by 2. Because it's one direction. Okay, direction 1. And then they return back. I hope it does say tell the game to wait. Okay, the other one returns back. 5, 8, 4. We can hide this. Doesn't play. Okay. The same with the other, which is 6, 8, 4 and 5, 8, 4. Okay. Now we see how it works. If it works. I'm not sure if the script makes the game wait. That's cool, thanks. Mid-puzzle minigames are painful, but they are very fun. Wait, okay. It didn't let me dodge. Maybe I moved the wrong picture. No. Oh, also the type of movement is different here. It's slow end. Let's see, 0, 1, 2. So the type of movement is a slow end, And the other one, slow start. Same here. Weird that it didn't move though. It's the right picture. Let's see again. Though I know minigames are very hard to make in RPG Maker, but actually I find a lot of fun in them. Ah, okay. Okay, I saw the character moved. So, this one triggers, but the rest doesn't play. Maybe the vulnerability frames value is problematic? Maybe it's not an integer? Looks insane, thanks! Thanks. I really appreciate the compliment. Well, the art is not mine, of course. But I try to improvise with what I found online. I found this skeleton in like 5 minutes. Let's see, I want to check the invulnerability frames. 41. Ah, maybe because it starts... maybe it's... the division by 2 is problematic. Let's see if I... I think I can round this down. Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the follow. I really appreciate it. And to commemorate this moment, I need to fix a mosquito on my screen. Give me a second. Aha! He's dead. Awesome. Thanks a lot. This moment will be remembered when my room will got cleaned by mosquitoes in the epic moment of the following. Thanks. So I think I will just round this down. Floor. Here. So now the lower limit for the invincibility frames is 10. Well, it's the half of the limit. Okay, I think this is half the problem. Half understood because we are dividing. But there's definitely something more lurking in the shadows. A bug we didn't find. Let's see. It's a little of a shame that this doesn't appear at the start of the game, but only above half. No, still the problem. Still the problem of teleporting randomly. Why? It's like it teleported and never returned back. Maybe we need to make a manual wait in this. It's a little annoying, but move picture. Let's see again in vulnerability frames how is defined. "41? Wait. Well, that means the problem is not there. Well, first we need to divide everything by 2. But still, the problem is not there because the value was 41 now and didn't cause any problem. Or did still cause the same problem. So maybe this one... Oh, I don't know. Did I mess up anything? 7, 2, 48, 48, 105, normal, nothing wrong. Maybe then the next one plays right away, I don't know. We can make a fake wait here. And see if, again, that's the problem. Though I realized that the dodge direction is not in normal. Oh! You can see the value is kind of weird. Something is wrong and it's not with my world map. I don't get why there's a problem here. The corner is upper left. Okay. That one is fine as well, but just to compare, the right dodge is the normal one, the left dodge is the parametric one. To see the difference, we want to keep the left one, but doesn't work. You can see the height is different. The left dodge is higher than the right one, but the coordinates are the same. I don't get this wizardry. I don't get it. Maybe the parameters are not the right ones? This is centered in the other side? Maybe there's a different order of parameters. Let's see. Script calls. Thanks, Opera. Don't lag too much. Move picture. The origin is in the second one. Though you cannot define the movement type. That's annoying. Okay, it's offset because this value is not the speed, it's the origin. Though, why can't I define... We need to check into the game... I feel like it's another parameter. No, sure, we see. So we need to check on probably manager. We need to check the command for the picture. Maybe it's on objects. Okay. We look the command for the picture and see how to define it correctly. Here, found it. So, it takes a lot of parameters and calls game screen move picture. Oh wait. The parameter of the weight is another one. What is the 12 then? Or 0? I feel like this one is the speed, but it got replaced. So every movement is instant now, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what happens if we set it to 1 or 2 and the other one. We should wait, no, we still need the weight for this. So we have, it's missing a value. So we get the ID, the origin, XY, a scale, opacity, and it gets 3 parameters. We need to check all the parameters needed for this one. Oh wait, we have, yes, we have it. The duration and is in type. Okay. And the weight should be done manually after, unfortunately. Okay, I think we have an answer. 2 and 1. The center should be here, and the weight should still be done manually. Okay, for now let's do it manually like this. And now we can see if there is any issue. Spoiler, there probably is. Okay, you can see it works. I think though there's an issue here because it doesn't wait. So we need to manually create a loop to make it wait. Which is kinda annoying. Let's see. Yeah, you can see it instantly returns back. Alright, it's doable, but it's also easy, but it's kinda annoying. We may need to make a loop. So let's define wait roll loop. Let's set this as inv frames. Okay, for example, if this is 1, we need to decrease the value before. And wait 1 frame. Okay, when the value is 0, wait roll loop is 0. And then we waited enough. That's kinda annoying, but at least it works. Same to return back. And the same below for the other direction. Now will definitely work. And we just need to add the parameter here, 2 and 1. The wait now is through code. Okay. Oh, this mess, but now we can successfully dodge. Okay, it works. Awesome. Wait. I'm stuck. I cannot move. After the first dodge, maybe I'm in infinite loop. Okay, yeah, I'm in infinite loop, right? Because I need to define white roll loop every time. Yeah. Okay. Okay, it was the infinite loop. Okay, I need to reset the value every infinite loop. That was not part of the loop. Because only if it's 0. We can set it as if it's less than 0. Just to avoid issues. Okay, let's see. Now it should work perfectly and we can go for the run for difficulty, yeah! Okay, no music. We need to concentrate here. I'm confident this works. Left. Oh, wait. There's an issue. I think dodging on the right still, yeah, changes the origin of the picture. And creates an issue. Okay. Now it's fine. Let's go. Now we go the run for the dodging. Let's see if I can, how long I can go. So up until 3 should be. Aha! Difficulty 2, let's go. Yes, perfect. 3. No, I got it wrong. No. Also, imagine that. Wait, I could have. Sure, we can do that. Where is it? We can do that. This one fades the screen in. It's not needed, but here for testing, will let us continue. I could also make that a very high difficulty. It hides the screen, so you have to rely on pick sounds. Level 2. Yeah! Level 3! Let's go! Yes! Okay, level 4 is hard impossible. It's still attacking, it's continuing to attack. This will become impossible. I'm already dead. I'm already dead! You know what? Maybe it's getting too difficult. We should increase the number of countdowns. Wait, wrong one. We should maybe change the number of countdown of things to dodge gradually. So, up until 3. We can make another parameter. Let attacks to dodge. We can make difficulty +1. Ah, wait, no, difficulty, yeah. And this one will be used to count every attack you need to dodge. Though after just the speed, I don't like the totally random. I feel like it's impossible after a certain point. I would still go with speed, I suppose. I would still like to go for speed. Let's see. We can make that if difficulty is more or equal than 5, attacks to dodge becomes the half because it's too much. So if it's 5, we can round it up. Okay, we can round it up. So if it's 5, we will dodge only 3 attacks, even for 6. I don't like it though. Maybe we should just make it faster. I don't like how it's changing in high difficulties though. No, I will change it. No. So we can lower the increasing speed, but remove the high ceiling, but add a low ceiling. So if wait for attack is less than the current in frames, again, let's see. So if invulnerability frames are 40, I think, yeah, it's the right call here. So if difficulty is 8, the time decreases. At 8, I think it's right. If at 8 it will increase by 24. So it's 4. That's still not enough. 4 times. Am I counting this correctly? Yeah, on 5 it was already 30 less. Now it's 32. But if I put 5, wait, no, 5 is actually a good number. Oh, weird, before I stopped at 4, right? But 4 by times 5? Well, still 40 frames for each. At 8 it will become the maximum, but... I would be a little more lenient. Like... because at some point it is impossible to dodge, because it will require frame perfect inputs. I would say... 5 frames grace period. That's not even a lot, but... we can have 8. No, let's be friendly. 10. Okay. But we decrease a little. By 4 the weight. Okay. Now at difficulty 8, there will be fast. Yeah, 28 frames from one attack to another, which is not a lot. Okay. But the maximum minimum is 30. So we can decrease it a little. Okay. Then we have the extra weight. I could put the extra weight at 2. No, I think 1.5. 1.5 is enough. And we don't need anything else. This one should be removed because it's actually evil, even for my standards. Okay. And let's see now the difficulties increase. Now, let's get serious. Level 1. Okay. Level 2. Level 3. We can do it. Yes. Level 4. There's also the weight. Yes, there's a little weight. It works perfectly. Come on. Yes! Level 6. Yes! Level 7! Oh! I like it. Well, level 8. Oh yeah, I get the problem. Wait. There's an addition which will help a lot. Because the first weight is always 60. But this should... Let's see. Well, we can have it like this. And we can add... No, wait. Yeah, we should define it after we choose how fast it is. Because the wait for attack will always be 1 second. No, I want it to be as fast as the others. So the player can get in the vibe, right? Okay, we will skip start to higher difficulties maybe. Like here. I think I already defined the difficulty 1, but... We can start with 4. Okay, next one. Difficulty 4, let's go. I'm getting fun with this. Yeah, this is better, because the weight at the start was very off-putting. Because it was a different rhythm. Yes, perfect! I wanted to use a sight, but this works. Ooh, I like this. Yes, level 7, let's go! No! One more in the wrong direction. Oops. Level 7. Why it's zooming? Wait. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, it needs to stop the execution, I realize now. When I get it wrong. Oh, I closed the music. Oops. Let's try again. I don't want that. Okay. So we should break all the execution. Like lose battle, and we should break the loop. Both here and here. Okay. The problem is there's 2 loops. So we can't break the outer loop. So when we lose battle, we should deactivate the switch that says we are in battle. Here. So we now need to check if we are still in battle, and if we aren't, we lost. Okay, wait for next one, and repeat, and check. Okay, here goes to the next one, but before going to the next one, we should check if the battery is over or not. Battery is off, then we break everything, it's over. And here we need to clean some pictures, maybe. The 1, 7, and 9. 1, 3, 7, 9. Okay, we have it. We don't need to show difficulty. This one doesn't need to increase, actually. Well, it actually increases by 1 if you dodge that in the same battle. Okay. Now. Now, since this is working, even if it needs to be activated with a switch, it's a little too cool to not have in the game early. Maybe I should try to insert it early in the game. I don't know. It's a little hard, but though. I will see. Okay, we are here almost 2 hours, but there's an extra thing I want to make, which is more hazards. For now, we only have the spike trap as hazard, but we need something else, like disrupted terrain, ice, mostly. Something that slows the player down. And apart from that, there was another idea maybe, but I forgot. Yeah, something that inverts your controls, which is pretty annoying. So, first of all, unfortunately, we cannot use events to spawn. We can still spawn events to remember the player to trigger it. So for example, I set ground and reverse ground. So the ice ground, when you enter it, you lose 1 movement, or you get slowed. Player will become, I would say, 4 times slower. I hope it doesn't mess up anything. Oh well. How do I do with them? So, maybe it's a little tricky than I thought, but I just want something extra more than the spikes. So when you step on it, you get slowed, but how you get deslowed is the point. Maybe we can do here, when the player moves, we can check if he will go onto a slow tile again. Well, this one triggers instantly before moving, so we can cleanse the player here every time he moves. Yeah, definitely. Okay, if the player moves, We set the player speed as normal. Okay. This will cleanse the ice. Should also decrease one movement from the player, even if he starts here. I can program it way later, though it's not important. The reverse ground can be, I think, could be important if I manage to do the final part. I don't know if I will, though. So we can do, when you go here, it just triggers switch, invert commands, easy. Super easy. I need to see how I did it in Invalidate, because I definitely did it. Probably in small fixes. Here. Let's see. Oh, here inverts shift and not. Maybe there was something on invert controls. Invert move, this one. Yeah, here. I overwrite. Oh. I need to overwrite here, move by input. Let's see who uses it. Here. Okay. This doesn't work on player who uses touch controls, but I don't care. Here. I directly override onto it. Now, where do I put it? We can have here. So, on dodge. A way to override move by input. And if the switch, let's see, is this even the right one? No, wait, I'm copying the wrong things. Okay, I need, okay, let's see. I need move by input and have a switch, no, a multiple if condition inside to check every direction. That's enough. I don't know if there's a, and the rest is not, doesn't matter actually. Here. The rest doesn't matter. No, not like at all. Maybe. Did it? Oh, it actually inverts the touch command. I don't care. Let's just invert movement controls. So I'm lost here. So I just put a if here. So if the switch number 11, was it? Yeah, 11 was on. Then the direction 2 becomes 8, the 4, 6, 6, 4, 8, 2. Okay, I use this in Invalidate. Okay, so I can just use it, and here it triggers inverted controls. Again, to clear it, when we see that the player moved, other than reverting the movement speed, we also revert the inverted controls. Let's see if it works. So, for now we can have a picture for this, Priscilla for the eyes, and the raid for the inverted controls. 9 and 10. So we can make that. Where is it? This attack now will do less damage, And we spawn the other number 9. So we should survive and spawn another we can see. Wait! Wrong move? Is it the wrong move? Oh wait, I changed the timer, not the damage. Okay. Okay, Mr. Chest. Hit me lightly now. 7 point, okay. So, Priscilla. Ah, it's body blocking me, oops. Yeah, Priscilla should be below. Yeah, it's annoying RPG Maker when I change the picture of an event, changes the priority of the event. Yeah, the trigger is not set. Triggered by the player touch. Same we trade. We should also set them as true. Because so enemies can walk on them, of course. They won't get penalized, unfortunately. But because they don't need to. They don't care about speed or controls. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, go here. So. I should move into another Priscilla. Oh well. Let's do this. I want to do one move on Priscilla. Only one. One. Slow. Ah, wait. I should check if I'm onto a hazard. Oh yeah, there's also the problem that... Where is it? There is a check if the player starts the turn on a hazard. Here. Check if player on an event. So I need to put an extra condition in all of those. Wait. Let's see. This returns true. Ah no, returns the event ID, okay. Okay. So we can just have another check. So if it's 2, returns true. If it's 9, returns 9. If it's 10, returns 10. The others will be false. That means though we need to change what we get here. So if it's 2, spawns on a spike needs to dodge. If it's 9, starts the turn on Priscilla. So needs to be slowed down. Player slow. And if it's on a 10, it will have the control inverted, which we still didn't check. We still need to fix other things, because we need to change the trigger condition for the other instances of this. Here. The dodge here. On the movement, I don't remember where else is triggered. Well, after the simple dodge. So, I'm checking if you end on an event even here. Okay. This one though doesn't trigger the event situation. Maybe I should just copy the event, the hazard triggers there, because usually the malus gets triggered when you walk on the event. Though during dodging it doesn't trigger. So I'm adding even there just in case. Where was it? I'm lost. So if you dodge... Wait, no. Where is it? So you don't move. Here, the dodge on correct tile, and now we check if it's on an event. Okay. And also I check if you dodge on specific events. Let's see now if it works. Priscilla's go. So I start... No, wait. I start fast. Doesn't make sense. Maybe start of player turn here? Ah, before I set up the movement. Okay, so... This should be set up after. After I set every player option. And just to be sure, I remove the inverted controls. Okay, let's see. I should move slowly now. Yes, okay. And now I recover my speed. Awesome. And I should probably... I should remove one step from the movement, but honestly, I don't care. I can do it later if I have time. Now it will spawn the other hazard now, the inverted movement. Let's see. Oh yeah, I definitely got inverted, I pressed it right. Wow, that's very annoying. That's like me. Okay, now we just need to hide them and use a tile to show them. So it will still spawn the event, but this event will be the ground, and I cannot use an event to show the ground. So should be spawn hazard here. Here I spawn an hazard on this tile, but also I need to create a color in the tile. I would say tile 2. Let me save it here, if just to mark the territory, since this is an error, will be highlighted. And I'm looking for the color in the tiles. Here, called tiles plugin. Where is it? Where do I define the function? Wait. I swear, I don't remember how this works. This one draws... Ah, okay, and this tile... The ID. Okay, sounds easy. It actually sounds easy. So now I need to check. If the event ID to spawn is 9 or 10, or we can make only 9. We also draw something on the spot. I don't know the ID though. I should... the problem is this ID should match based on every tile set. So we should have the color on everything. For example, those ones needs to be the same for everyone, so I should add other here. Well, I can do it right now actually. So we have the tile set of the outside here, and I don't know, we can just add a random eyes, right? So here we can have some eyes with good color, like this one, little more light, light I said. And maybe, just maybe we need to add some sort of effect. That's kinda ugly. No, maybe we won't add anything. Okay, maybe, just maybe we can split it in half like this. That's still bad. No, we just have this, okay? I'm lazy. We have our eyes. If I find a resource for this, even better, but no, not now. And the other one for the glitch. I want to have some sort of glitch terrain. So we can have some sort of... the point is I need to draw squares. So something like this. It's very random, but that's the best I can do, okay? A little more light. There should be also some red in the middle. Or somewhere. Red. I don't even think those tiles are centered, but as long as it works. I should find a better effect online, okay? This will be placeholder since I cannot draw a glitch tile. Okay, the number will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah. One row is 8. So the tile, which is 158, right? Or yeah, okay. I'm lost. Where was I? Throw hazard, right? No, spawn hazard. And here, spawn hazards. Here I draw the ID, which will be 83. I add 7, so no 8, so 91. While for the 10, it's the 90. Okay, now we should spawn both the vent and the tile. Let's see. Without showing any raid around. Oh! Let's draw. Ah, I forgot to say the number. Which layer was there before? 2 and 3. Okay, so should be layer 1. Do not get overridden by the others. Let's go. Do your thing. Oh, okay, that's nice. I think can be reasonable for the time being, actually. The problem is it overrides the tiles. Oh, it creates issues in the tiles. Let's see if I can make like a parameter, or a parameter that wait, where did I define this one? I think I defined the call type plugins in the other code. Small fixes. I don't know why. Here. Okay, clear by default. No, wait. Mode absolute. Auto tiling. Okay, we should add the extra one. By default, auto tiling should be false. We want it true in the other case, maybe. I don't know, may look bad, may look more glitched. So, absolute, false, false, false. Or we can only here. Absolute, false, false, true. Just because we want the extra glitched effect. Oh wait, I didn't use that parameter though. It's not used, yeah. How do we use it? Auto-tiling is on quotes, okay. That changes everything. Well, not really everything. Just this. And this one shouldn't be there, okay. I think now it works. So we won't see any difference here, it will still be glitched. Oh, it's not glitched? Auto-tiling by default is false. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ah, I got an extra parameter here. Okay. This one went by pretty quickly, actually. Let's see those two. Okay, it's glitching. I don't even know if I want it glitching, but... the inverted controls are pretty nice. They're pretty messy. I like it. Oh! Yeah, I should put some boundaries. I should set some boundaries, otherwise people will be annoying, I know. Okay, it seems to work. We just need to see if it works for the eyes, but we know it should. We need to check the color though. I think the color can work, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, it works. Could be better though, could be way better. No, actually I don't like it. We could have it differently. Wait, why am I fast? The second walk was fast, it doesn't make sense. So I should make then when the player moves. Ah, here, yeah, when the player moves. Check if it's on the event 9. Otherwise, we'll restore the speed. At this point, same with event 10. The control inverted will only last as long as the player is in there. And now we will be slowed forever and ever, probably. Let's see. Slow and steady and everything. Okay, it's fine. The slow is kinda annoying for the minigames, at least. Okay, so I did everything I wanted in the time I wanted, so I can say I'm pretty satisfied. We may still want to fix the bug of floating damage, because it doesn't seem to work for now. Okay, shall we test the death minigame one more? Let's see how long I can go. This is so fun, really, I should add it earlier in the game. Reminder that the player only has to play one round. Ah, yeah, like this. But it gets increasingly difficult every time he dies. Wait, no, wait, there's an extra thing. The player should heal 1 health point if he doesn't die. Luckily, there was already a healing in the cutscene, in the tutorial. Here. So. Where is it? Dodge that. And if I complete it, break loop, erase. Let's see, in the dodging. Here we have a check. If still in battle, then you heal by 1 HP. I am so graceful. Let's see. Dead, let's go. Yes! Well, yes, it was the first one. Time, I'm loving this, I'm loving this. Oh wait, it was faster here, or was it... Wait, no, we need to get a revenge here. We can start at level 2. Level 1 is easy. Where is it? Here. Okay. Ready for level 2? Ooh. There's a little wait before, I liked it. I should see the health recovering. Easy. It didn't recover health though. Why? In battle is on, right? Yeah. Why it's not recovering health? HP should recover by 1. Maybe it has 1 extra health, but it doesn't show? Ah, no, the health is just... Because the health is so negative that it doesn't go on 1. Interesting. We should make that the value cannot go negative at this point. So... Change character value. So, new value equal to start. But first, new value. You get the value from the variable. If new value is less than 0, it will become 0. No, wait. Wrong. Here I read the information. The stat we are assigning should be positive, no less than 0. Okay. Okay, now it's fine. Now we should have our sweet extra 1 health point. Let's see. Even if it's still cool to have 0 health points. Okay, yeah, you have 1 health point. Even if 0 again would have been pretty cool. One more. It's kind of addicting. Left, right. Oh, the raid is coming. That is coming as well. Hello. How it's going? Hello, Mutation Ivory. Oh, nice to see you there. Thanks a lot for that as well. We are testing what we completed. We are testing a mini game to avoid death. Again, I shouldn't add extra features after I completed. Wait, as very short deadline, but this one is kinda too cool to not insert into the game. If you survive, you want game over. I can't wait to play the game. Thanks. Makes me really happy. I really want to see people playing. That means a lot. Thanks. That's good. Thanks. I did it in like 1 hour. Also, the light blue on the right has suns. Yeah, okay, there should be a slow tutorial, short tutorial for this though. Okay. We are lucky we are not getting the little weight in between. Level 7, how long are we? Easy. Next, we can go level 8. Ouch. Oh, I got it! I got it! Wait, level 9, how long? How far are we? How far are we? Oh, wait, one more! One more! Weird that it's not inserting the slow wait. There should be a slow wait in between. Sometimes it delays one attack. Well, I surrender here. Yeah, I know. It was impossible. Weird though, because there should be a wait in between, right? Wait. No, wait, No. Where is it? Ah, because it's only on lower difficulties. No, no, no. We want it forever, so we can go difficulties 3 or more here. Okay, that's what... This one will spice the game up a lot. I kind of wanted to stop the stream, but we can check it one more time. But we start from number 3. Because now there's a little wait in the middle. It's like 30% to happen, which I thought would happen here, but let's see. Ooh. Okay, it happened here. It was very slow. I think 30% is fine. Not higher. Can't be higher. Yeah, I think it's fine. Here it didn't even happen. But we are sure that it happened before. Let's see here on level 6. Okay, after the level 6 is pretty hard, but it's fine. It's an extra saving grace. If you die, you may not die, so any extra is just cool, in my opinion. Okay. We did what we planned to do today, so I'm pretty glad we have that and the move that generates a glitchy ground below. Wait. But... okay, yeah. We died and it generated the icy ground, so everything works. I feel like there will be a lot of bugs. This will be the last stream of development of the game, unfortunately. All the rest will be the rush of the weekend. Luckily, I have a full free weekend, so I can put all the time I need. Okay. That's over for today. As I said, tomorrow and the day after there is no stream, but from Monday we're gonna stream and play most of the game of the contest. Most, because I don't know if I can play all of them. Okay. So, next appointment on Monday. And for now, let's see. We can raid... Meow is streaming Blueprints. I heard about the game, but I never saw it. Why not? Okay. Nice, here we go. Thanks a lot for coming by. I will go straight away to develop the game. I still need to do all the story. I should have developed on stream maybe the outlines for not really the world map, the level selection thing. But yeah, as long as it works. Thanks a lot for coming by. And we'll see ya whenever happens.